Hi everybody, it's Melanie with the Prepared Household, and I'm preparing for the swap and barter tonight, and I'm going to make some peanut butter fudge to trade. And my recipe is a recipe that's handed down from my mother, and we need, the recipe calls for 3 cups of sugar, 3/4 cup of butter, a cup of evaporated milk, a cup of peanut butter, teaspoon of vanilla, and you mix the sugar, butter, and cream together, and you cook for about 7 minutes and make sure it's getting hard, and then you take it off the heat and add peanut butter and the vanilla, and then you pour on a greased platter. So I'm going to go ahead. I've got a little bit of butter in there. I've got about a half a stick, and I need to add another stick, and so I'm going to add the stick, half a stick, and the cream and the sugar, and I use Carnation fat-free milk. It helps make it less, calories, less problems for your heart. So I'm going to go ahead and pour in 2 cups of sugar, and I'm going to go ahead and turn the video off because I'm doing this one-handed, and I'll get the other stick of butter in there and the other cup of sugar, and I'll come back to you. Okay, so I added the additional sugar and butter, so now I've got 3 cups of sugar on here boiling with a stick of margarine or 3/4 cup of butter and 1 cup of evaporated milk. I use the fat-free, and I have greased my pan over here that I'm going to put the candy in, and we are boiling hard. We've been boiling hard for about 42 seconds now. So we're going to cook this for 7 minutes hard like this, and then we're going to add the peanut butter and vanilla, and we're going to pour it in our platter. So we'll get back with you. I just wanted to give you a reminder, as you are cooking this candy mixture for the 7 minutes, we've got 4 minutes left, you need to constantly stir this or the bottom will burn. And it's good to use a pan like this. This was what my mother always made her candy in. I think it's probably cast aluminum, but I don't know for sure what it is, but that's what Mom always made her candy in. It's good, thick, and heavy, and it prevents it from burning. If you're not careful, it will burn, so you got to keep that stirring constantly. While we're at it, I wanted to give you a little tip. I emptied up my peanut butter, and this little lid right here from the jar fits perfectly on a small mouth jar. So I keep these lids. They are fragile. They will, eventually break. But whenever I open up a jar of jelly, I always put on one of these to stick it back in the refrigerator. So that's just a tip. If you don't really stir the peanut butter candy, it will cause problems. It will burn. But now, here's what we do. My mother always did a drop test. She'd take a small amount of the mixture and drop it in a cup of cold water, and if you see how it clings together, that lets us know. Well, let me pick that up. I don't know if you can really see that. It kind of just clumps together, and you can make a ball out of that. See? Then it's done, so it's ready to make candy from. It will gel well. I've already put in the cup of peanut butter, and I'm going to put in some vanilla, and I just kind of put a splash in there, and then we whisk this up really well, and we'll pour it in the pan, and hopefully we'll have some peanut butter fudge to trade at the swap tonight.